What's up, folks? Going to talk you through the basics of a hip hinge. It's one of the fundamental movement patterns we should use in any strength and conditioning training program. When we do a lot of kettlebell movements, we use our hip hinge a lot as well. So what we're doing is we're looking to make the hip hinge movement a hip dominant exercise. So when we're doing our hip hinge, it should look like this. The mistake we see a lot of times is people use their quads. That becomes more of a knee dominant movement, or else they fold, they bend at the lumbar spine in an effort to pick up something heavy, deadlift, kettlebell, whatever. So what we're looking to do when we do a proper hip hinge is think about the hips and the knees both going back. With my knees, I don't like to see 100% straight, but I don't mind it being close to that, okay? So with our hip hinge, feet are parallel or slightly turned out. We push the hips back. Imagine we're trying to touch the butt on the wall behind you. And when we're in this position, you might not have the hamstring flexibility or the hip mobility to get all the way into 90 degrees. If I go down that low, I do find a little rounding in the back. So close enough, whatever you can manage. Everybody's different. But the hips are back, and as you can see, the knees are back. They're not locked out straight, but they are fairly straight. From here, I've got my abdominals inward. I've got rib cage down and not a lot of space under the ribs. So it's not an excessive arch in the back and a flared rib cage. It's a neutral spine here. Up here at the neck, we're also thinking neutral spine. So make a double chin. Imagine somebody is pulling on a rope coming out of the top of your head, and the other end of the rope is coming out the seat of your pants, and it's a straight line all the way through. That's a correct hip hinge, and to complete the movement, what we do is we apply force with the feet down into the floor, push into the ground, and we extend and completely straighten the hips. So we need to create a slight upward tilt and a little squeeze in the glutes, and we're flat and engaged here. So once more, we hinge from the hips and we push into the floor. Straightforward enough.